My name is Taqi. I'm from Canada. I did my undergraduate degree in computer science at the University of Toronto, and I'm doing my master program here with the University of Girona in the MIRS program. And also, I'm working part time with the underwater robotics lab CIRS here at the University of Girona.
What made you choose the MIRS program?
So the MIRS program, when I was doing my research, it seemed like a very well balanced program. In my undergrad, I was doing research in a medical robotics lab, and it was extremely focused on a certain type of robotics, continuum robots, and I just wanted to go into the field robotics side of things, and that's exactly what MIRS focuses on. It focuses on the field robotics. You get not only to work with land robots, but you get to work with aerial robots. You get to work with underwater robots. They really leave things open-ended to you, and especially the thesis component of the program that was very attractive to me because I wanted to work on a master thesis. A lot of other programs in Europe did not have them. In Canada, master programs are usually research or professional, and when it's the research program, it's very focused on the lab and the research theme that they pursue in the lab that you join. And I wanted things to be a little bit more flexible. I wanted things a little bit more open ended so I can explore a lot of different areas in field robotics, and then I can actually like discover what I wanted to focus on more.
Was CIRS one of the reasons you choose this program?
Actually, yeah, it's a good question that you brought up. Sears was one of the main driving factors, I'll be honest, because Sears is the underwater robotics lab here in the University of Girona. And in my undergraduate, one of the projects I worked on in my undergrad degree was actually underwater drones. And it wasn't only that, it was underwater exploration using underwater drones. And it was fully autonomous drones, AUVs. And it piqued my interest. I had very strong interest for it. And after researching the lab, after like emailing the professors, speaking with them a bit, reading the research and doing a background, like doing my own background research on the lab, um, I felt strongly about the lab's research, and that's mainly because when it comes to robotics, labs are usually split into focusing on the hardware aspect of things and then on the mechanical and electrical engineering aspect of things. And then there's other labs that really focus on the algorithm side, the computer vision, the planning, the localization, the control. And my background is in software and computer science, and that's what I really wanted to pursue. I wanted to pursue an algorithms focused robotics program and robotics research. And yeah, ever since I joined the masters, I spoke to the professors that I really want to work with the lab and contribute to the research going on there. And it's been an amazing opportunity. I've been working on so many things at the Sears lab that I wouldn't have been able to get a taste of per se if I was in another program.
How would you describe the workload in the master's program?
I mean, it's fair. It's fair. Like it depends on what your goal is at the end of the day. If your goal is to enjoy the city, there's enough breathing room, enough flexibility in the program to actually do that. They give us, there's the Easter break, there's the spring break, and so on. And the city is rich. It's culturally rich. Girona is an incredible city. There's a lot of sites to see, a lot of places to visit. So that's one aspect of things. Me personally, I wanted a rigorous program that focused on the fundamentals of robotics, and that allowed me to get, to catch up and get up to date on the state of the art of robotics. And MIRS provided that for me. It's intensive. The workload can get intensive at times, but they also keep it balanced. So you have these intermittent breaks in between, but I would say the work the workload it can get intensive at times, especially with some of the courses like localization or computer vision. Sometimes you just have to hunker down, pull a couple of all-nighters, and get the work done.
Do you enjoy the mix of theory and hands-on lab work?
Definitely, definitely. One of the advantages here in the MIRS program that I also that weighed heavily when I was applying to programs, it was that MIRS not only did they have a theoretical semester, which is the first semester of the first year, but they also had a hands-on semester, a full semester with just a hands-on project, and that's a project. It's a practical aspect of things where you get to actually work on real-life robots, implement the algorithms you learned in class, read research papers, and even if you want, you can go ahead and experiment with state-of-the-art algorithms and implement them yourself in your hands-on project. And the hands-on project is a great experience because not only does it give you and allow you to implement and experience the development of robotic algorithms that you learned in class, but you can also venture out and you can go crazy and you can challenge yourself and really push it out there. And at the end of the day, if you go a bit too far and you feel like nothing is working, you have the amazing professors here to give you guidance. And I mean that, like, our class is 40 people, 40 students in our class approximately, but the professors, when they interact with you, they give you a they're laser focused on your interest, your objectives, and they really give amazing guidance throughout the courses and throughout the project in order to help you achieve what you outlined with them. And that's one of the things that I'm also looking forward to is my second semester here in the MIRS program. It will be my research thesis, my master's thesis, and I'm looking at the hands-on project as just like a warm-up for my research thesis because they really throw you in the pool and tell you to learn how to swim, which is great, but they're also out there monitoring and supervising in case you start drowning, they will go and catch you. I know it's a cheesy metaphor, but that's the best way I can put it. And I'm really experiencing that right now because the hands-on project we're working on is actually for an underwater competition in Italy. It's the Rami competition, and it's intensive. It's not easy. It's we get stuck multiple times, but we always meet with the professors, and they help us figure out things.
What's it like working in an international environment?
Oh man, I mean, well, it's incredible. It allows you, like you get different perspectives on things from different people. The lab here is extremely international. I mean, the professors are mostly based here in Girona, and but the students themselves are from everywhere. We have students from Italy, we have students from India, we have students from Nigeria, from Vietnam, uh, Canada. We have students from Egypt, Algeria, everywhere. It's really it's an amazing experience. I love it. I love the diversity. It Seeing all these different people with their different backgrounds and experiences really forces you to bring out the best in you, and it also makes you realize and appreciate the experience you're having and the opportunity you're having because not every day you get to work in a lab where there's plus 10 languages are spoken, like it's an incredible experience. It's an enriching experience too because you get a glimpse into different cultures. For example, today we have cheesecake that was brought in. It's a Basque cheesecake, and we're gonna enjoy it together in lunch. Yesterday, a Lebanese student brought his own food, and we were discussing it. We have Colombian students that we also have discussions about their cuisine. So it's refreshing. It's refreshing. It's enriching. It's an amazing experience, and it allows you to improve your interaction with others because it forces you to think about how other people view things, and it also makes you a better person when because of these interactions that you have. and I think it's an incredible experience. I would definitely would recommend it.
Do you enjoy living in Girona?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm still homesick. I miss Canada a lot. I miss Toronto a lot. But I do enjoy living in Girona. At the beginning, it took some getting used to, but it's incredible. It's incredible. There's really tranquility and serenity in the place, calmness. That's because Girona is not. There is tourism going on, but it's mostly European tourists that are coming from neighboring countries like France. But it's not a tourist destination per se, and that allows you to get all the services of a capital location without all the headache of the tourism industry and all the noise and the busyness of it. Really, it's a really calm place. It's a really calm city, and the views are incredible. Like you have an area, you have a neighborhood called Barryville. That's where the old city was. That's where you have amazing towers on the walls that used to barricade the old city. You have a cathedral that is it's really magnificent. It's a magnificent cathedral. And actually Game of Thrones was filmed there. One of the scenes in Game of Thrones is very iconic. It was filmed there. And if you go to the Girona website, they have a catalog actually. It's called the Girona Pass, where you can go and you can see all the different things that you can experience in this city. One of my favorite things about Girona is the natural scenery. Girona is absolutely surrounded by mountains everywhere, and the hike trails available. It's breathtaking. On my walk here to the lab, I walk through a natural hiking location, and it just makes you grateful to have access to scenery like this and nature like that, because oftentimes I used to live in concrete jungles, and it just you don't get these views on a daily basis like here. um, yeah, and the access to services is awesome. You have everything you need around you. You don't need to. You can stay in Girona for your entire master program. You wouldn't need to leave it. I still recommend going and visiting some of the close by cities. Like, of course, Barcelona is a must. Valencia. You can even go out and experience the rest of Europe or the rest of Spain by going to Andalusia or going to, I don't know, Sevilla. There's like it's it's an incredible destination. You can be a tourist and do all the tourist things, and at the end of the day, you come back to Girona and you feel like you're back to the peace of your everyday life. Sometimes it gets rainy, like today. Today is a rainy day, but other times the weather, overall on average, the weather here is fantastic. And to be honest, I'll give a piece of advice that I got in my undergrad from one of my supervisors. He's a PhD student. I see him as a mentor. He told me when you're picking a program, you're not only picking the university, you're picking the campus, you're picking the lab, you're picking the city. There's so many things that you're getting involved in, and that's what you need to keep in mind when you're thinking about applying to a program. Think about what your goals are. It's not only about getting employment, it's about the experience of the program that you will have as well. And do you want to have an enriching experience, or do you want to have somewhat of a bland experience? Like, it depends, you know? So there's a lot of things that weigh in when it comes to choosing a program, and the city is definitely one of them. And I recommend Girona. It's an amazing city.